Welcome to Spoken With Podcast, where we discuss important and often overlooked topics. Today, we're shining a light on a sensitive but extremely important subject, a narcissistic mother, how their behavior affects their children and the journey of healing from such relationship. To start, let's define what it means to have a narcissistic mother. These people frequently display manipulation, self-centeredness, or a never-ending demand for approval, and a lack of empathy. Their actions have a significant impact on the emotional growth and the well-being of their kids. Let's look at the expert references or expert stories. According to Dr. Ramani, a clinical psychologist and an author who specializes in narcissistic, a narcissistic mom frequently put their own wants and desire over their children's, resulting in emotional neglect and invalidation. These can have a long-term impact on a child's self-esteem, relationship, and overall mental health. I just want to share a personal story. I once had a friend who had a narcissistic mother. She felt as if she had to fight for her mother's attention and praise as she grew up. Her mother will dismiss her feelings and needs, making her invisible and unimportant. As a result, my friend suffered from low self-confidence and had trouble building meaningful relationships later in life. It took years and years and years of therapy for her to recover from emotional scars caused by her narcissistic mother. A narcissistic mother may have a large impact on the children. Children may suffer from emotional neglect, manipulation, and a distorted sense of self-worth because of the lack of a good modeling. They frequently grow up feeling dissatisfied, worried, or suffering with relationships. Recognizing a narcissistic behavior. What are the key behaviors that define a narcissistic mothers? Recognizing these indications is critical for studying the healing and the bond process. Some frequent characteristics include gaslighting, emotional manipulation, and the continual craving for control. Okay, let's look at the practical tips. Being too judgmental, inconsiderate of others' feelings, and lacking of empathy are all examples. Narcissistic moms may also participate in favoritism or scapegoating within the family dynamics, causing her children further emotional injury. Individuals who have suffered this form of parenting should seek help from therapists or support groups that specialize in narcissistic abuse to help them heal. What are the coping mechanisms? It's not easy to live with a narcissistic mother. However, there are ways to handle such a relationship while still focusing on healing. Setting boundaries, seeking therapy, and practicing self-care are all important elements in regaining one's mental and emotional health.
We're delving into some insights by the renowned clinical psychologist, Dr. Ramani Durvasula. She's widely recognized for her expertise in narcissism, and today we're focusing on her knowledge about narcissistic mothers and their behavior. Dr. Ramani gives a deeper insight. It's about a lack of empathy, entitlement, grandiosity, chronic validation seeking, and a lack of self-awareness. Moving forward, how do we identify narcissistic mothers in our environment? According to Dr. Ramani, they often dominate and control, are unsupportive of their children's success, tend to be overly critical, and may also manipulate the feelings of their children for their own benefit. You might wonder, why do these mothers behave like this? Dr. Ramani explains that this could be due to their own unprocessed emotional conflicts, or even because they were raised in similar environments. They tend to play the victim and manipulate to shift blame and avoid criticism.
Let's look at the personal stories of overcoming. Let's hear from those who have overcome the difficulties of having a narcissistic mothers. Their stories of resilience and progress may inspire and bring hope to people who are going through similar experience.
Living with a narcissistic abuser was like walking on eggshells. Their mood swings and unpredictable behavior made me constantly anxious and on edge.
I was constantly second-guessing my own reality. The abuser would manipulate situations and deny their actions, making me doubt my perceptions. They isolated me from friends and family, wanting complete control over my life. I felt trapped and alone, with no one to turn to for help.
At times, they would shower me with love and affection, but it was quickly followed by harsh criticism and devaluation. It was a never-ending roller coaster.
It's been a long journey to reclaim my sense of self and heal from the scars of narcissistic abuse. Therapy and support have been instrumental in rebuilding my life.
Finally, keep in mind that recovering from the impact of a narcissistic mother takes time. Seeking help, establishing boundaries, and prioritizing self-care are all important stages in recovering your life and well-being. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Reach out to support group or therapists who specialize in narcissistic abuse. To find guidance and understanding you need, surround yourself with strong support system and never underestimate the power of self-love and healing. Thank you for joining us today. There's always hope for a brighter future ahead. We hope that this episode shed some light on the challenges of living with a narcissistic mother and give some insight to the healing process. Join us next time for another deep dive into important topics. Until then, take care of yourself.